Today is January 7, 2024. Our reflection is entitled Journey of Light, Seeking the Epiphany of God's Glory. First reading. Isaiah chapter 60, verses 1-6. Rise up in splendor, Jerusalem. Your light has come, the glory of the Lord shines upon you. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick clouds cover the peoples. But upon you the Lord shines, and over you appears his glory. Nations shall walk by your light, and kings by your shining radiance. Raise your eyes and look about. They all gather and come to you. Your sons come from afar, and your daughters in the arms of their nurses. Then you shall be radiant at what you see, your heart shall throb and overflow, for the riches of the sea shall be emptied out before you. The wealth of nations shall be brought to you. Caravans of camels shall fill you, dromedaries from Midian and Ephah. All from Sheba shall come bearing gold and frankincense, and proclaiming the praises of the Lord. Second reading. Ephesians chapter 3, verses 2-3a and 5-6. Brothers and sisters, you have heard of the stewardship of God's grace that was given to me for your benefit, namely, that the mystery was made known to me by revelation. It was not made known to people in other generations as it has now been revealed to his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. That the Gentiles are coheirs, members of the same body, and co-partners in the promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel. Gospel. Matthew chapter 2, verses 1-12. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of King Herod, behold, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star at its rising and have come to do him homage. When King Herod heard this, he was greatly troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. Assembling all the chief priests and the scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They said to him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it has been written through the prophet, And you, Bethlehem, land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, since from you shall come a ruler, who is to shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod called the Magi secretly and ascertained from them the time of the star's appearance. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the child. When you have found him, bring me word, that I too may go and do him homage. After their audience with the king they set out. And behold, the star that they had seen at its rising preceded them, until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. They were overjoyed at seeing the star, and on entering the house they saw the child with Mary his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. Then they opened their treasures and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed for their country by another way. The first reading from the book of Isaiah sets the stage for a profound theme of light and revelation. Isaiah's words paint a vivid picture of a radiant dawn breaking over a darkened world, inviting all nations to the brilliance of God's glory. This imagery lays the foundation for a reflection on the universal call to bask in the divine light and recognize God's presence amidst the shadows of life. In the second reading from Ephesians, the mystery of Christ is unveiled as the Gentiles become coheirs and members of the same body, partakers of the promise. This revelation echoes the inclusivity portrayed in Isaiah's vision, emphasizing that the light of God's glory is not confined to any particular group but is extended to all who embrace the call to faith. The Gospel of Matthew narrates the familiar story of the Magi, the wise men from the east, who follow the star to witness the birth of the King of the Jews. Their journey embodies the universal quest for truth and divine revelation. As they present gifts to the Christ child, they symbolize the acknowledgement of God's kingship and the homage due to the true light of the world. These readings collectively weave a narrative of the Epiphany, where God's glory is revealed to all nations. The light beckons us to seek, as the Magi did, and recognize the divine presence in unexpected places, transcending barriers and embracing the inclusivity of God's love. Today, I will actively seek moments of divine revelation in my life, being attentive to the signs that guide me towards God's light. Inspired by the Magi, I will offer my own symbolic gifts to God, gifts of gratitude, humility, and a commitment to follow the divine light. Additionally, I will reflect on ways to foster inclusivity in my community, recognizing the shared journey towards the brilliance of God's glory that unites us all. If you found this video meaningful, I invite you to show your support by hitting the like, subscribe and share button, as this will help us reach more people with these reflections. Together, we can create a community that seeks wisdom and spiritual growth.